You see it now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Hopefully we'll get through this. Have another break.
Yeah.
So responsibility.
So
You
we are
can for decisions that we
177.
make or fail to make, and the actions we take or fail to take, and the consequences that result. So in practice, we're going to make decisions, take actions based on best interest of our company, the team, project, society, the environment. I can take on only assignments that we're qualified to handle. We'll talk about that more in a bit. Meet our commitments, try to adhere to all the policies and regulations, laws of the company and the country we're in, and reporting any
Okay,
unethical.
your slide that is saying, do we have to 128, 178? Yours is saying 178, but mine is saying 177.
Ah, it's probably because I added one more slide in there someplace along the line. So,
Okay.
not right here. It was probably earlier. We may run into it in the next class in communications or resource management. I might have added the slide to resource management. If I did,
Okay.
I'll send you a copy of it.
No, I'm good. It's just that means I have extra copy, huh? I'm not sure. Well, let's go. I'm checking it and changing the numbers as I go.
Right. It's
Okay.
good to note because sometimes they print the books up
Mhm.
before all the changes get put into place. And
Okay.
so sometimes we get books that are a little bit old
Mhm.
and might not have some of the last little either additions or most of the things I do to it are minor corrections, just the spelling. Although spelling's pretty common. I might
Yeah,
add
shift
a
it.
comma or a colon or something where it was missing. Anyway, they want us to report illegal or unethical things, but they want it to be based on something that we can validate, not just a rumor. Although we'll talk later about how rumors a lot of times end up becoming facts. But we shouldn't be, you know, reporting stuff that we're just kind of, we heard from a friend of a friend that Bill was doing something wrong. Well, that's not quite enough. Maybe it'd be worth discussing maybe with a key person or two, but not going crazy with it. Here's some challenges. What if your client asks you for something unethical but legal? What do you do?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, if it's illegal, then that's
Well,
yeah.
or report it to our management team if there's some. One of the other things I suggest for these ethical questions too is if it's something we're not really sure what to do, usually kicking it upstairs to legal or to senior management is probably a good thing to do. Right,
Okay.
to legal, you got a legal department. Your boss asks you to manage a key project requiring expertise you do not have. Well, it's probably better to do something besides say, no, I can't do it. And one of the suggestions is, again, do something proactive. I don't have the expertise in that area, but if you can give me another project manager to mentor me or can give me some extra training on this, I'd be glad to try to take it on. But do it in such a way that, you're not just flat refusing.
Okay.
Try to be a little bit more tactical. uh, Trying to keep your job too, because they just say no. They go, okay, goodbye. And most companies hopefully aren't. Well, some companies are that weird. Made an error on project planning that will have a serious impact on the project deliverables. What do you do?
I think you have to say that and try to correct it.
Yeah, I think admitting to the error and then again being more proactive. What can we do to correct this? How can we fix this? Maybe bringing up ideas and how we can fix it. Try to bring it back in line. We suspect another PM may have violated PMI's code.
Oh, that one you have to report.
Suspicion. Well,
Oh, suspect. Oh no, then you have to verify before.
yeah, we got to verify it. We got to
Okay.
find out if that's true or not. Or at least report it maybe to a key person saying, we're not sure about this, but this looks like a problem. We were asked by a customer to reveal information about another company we worked for.
But that one, well, that depends. If you sign non-compete,
Yeah, if it's non-compete thing, definitely not, but in most cases, probably not, or, let them go talk to that company if they want information from them. But yeah, we couldn't give them that information.
I'm facing that problem right now because I come from this big pharmacy that you don't have to sign non-compete, but you sign certain, document that you're not going to reveal what is there.
Yeah.
But then as I go to interview in certain places, they're asking me to sign non-compete, which to me is, why am I signing this? And I just refuse to do it because it's something I've not had. Some people say that it's actually a good thing because it forces you to stay there. I say, but what happens if, I don't like it?
Yeah, I know. Motorola, we had non-compete clauses too, and it was funny because one of our high-level vice presidents that was maybe on his way to becoming president, Mike Zifrowski, I think was his name, Mike B, we called him. Very intelligent young man. Things weren't working out. It looked like he wasn't going to get promoted in one of our organizations. So he ended up leaving Motorola and ended up going to become the CEO of a company called Nortel. And Nortel was one of our competitors.
Oh.
The lawyers had a lot of fun with that. They went through a whole bunch of things. Ultimately, Nortel was a Canadian company too, and ultimately they just went out of business. They were kind of going downhill.
They take care of itself.
It was a surprise to everyone at Motorola that he would even jump and do that.
Yeah, because once you sign that document to you, then you are bound by it. They say in most cases the company doesn't come after you, but sometimes they do.
Yeah. Let's see. What if the schedule and budget from the engineering manager is unrealistic? What should we do?
Then I think you have to try to find a way, have a meeting and point that out and find out if there's another way that, you can make it realistic.
Yeah, I think if we can present to that, maybe the engineering manager is just missing something. So first off, maybe informing them, to get them up to speed, that they really did think this is what we got to do. We might have to escalate it. But if we show our good plan, good information for schedule and budget, and that manager disagrees with it, well, then we might have to escalate it. Respect is the second value that they have. Talking about appropriate treatment of people and resources. Our duty to show high regard for ourselves, others, and resources entrusted to us. That includes people, money, reputation, safety of others, such as the natural or environmental resources. I think it's become a much bigger thing in the last couple of decades. But it's pretty important a lot of times.
Yeah.
So environment of respect also, if we do this well, can help build that environment that we can work in where people trust us and have confidence in what we're doing. And also pretty important, especially we got a diverse group of people working together. In Motorola, we had a very diverse group. We had people offshore, but a lot of those people actually moved here. So we had people from Poland, people from India, people from China, people from Dallas. Dallas is kind of a foreign country. Well, not.
They go from Dallas. Yeah, actually, one of the, like I said, I'm interviewing a lot, but, getting offers, but just not accepting it for so many reasons. For example, one of them is, they didn't actually mention the geographical area or something like that. But my suspicion is it could be like a Chinese because, for example, they like to speak their language regardless of where they are. And this specific, supposedly that would be the senior director that I would be reporting to. Say that, she basically said it like 3 times. She does not like when people are not speaking English, you know. So, but I mean, I can see that because I've been in the environment where I look at it as disrespect or rude. When you know somebody in the room in a meeting cannot understand that language and you're speaking it there, referring to something that somebody is presenting. So, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, that's not good. We got a good friend who has worked most of his life in sales and technical areas, actually technical communication things like selling Bluetooth to phone companies and some different things. And they lost his good job working for a company where the owners were Japanese. And when they wanted to be mean to him, they would call him to a meeting and everyone would speak in Japanese, which he did not, which was kind of a shaming thing.
Yeah.
Eventually got out of there, but it was sad that they even did that.
Yeah. Because sometimes they have interpreters sitting there, but it's very different, you know.
Yeah.
From hearing it from the horse's mouth than hearing it from interpreter, because sometimes they miss something.
Yeah. So respect and practice. You want to learn about the norms, cultural norms and things area that we're working in, laws or customs that might affect what we're doing. Want to avoid being disrespectful where we can. Listen to other points of view, get to understand them. When we have conflicts or disagreements, we want to deal with them as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
And being professional at all times, kind of the idea there that we're not going to be abusive to anybody for being professional in a good way.
Yeah.
Negotiate in good faith, respecting the rights of others, not using our position for personal gain or things that will benefit us personally. So that's one. This pops up pretty often. The idea of conflict of interest, especially if it's going to make money or do something for us.
Yeah. Sometimes you wonder how that goes because I mean, even at first class universities and things like that, sometimes you're hired or admitted because you know somebody. So that is, I mean, I can see the value on that. I say where that person is, fortunate, but sometimes people actually use it against that person and go, "You are here just because your father is here," or something like that.
Yeah, it can be used as a weapon or a bad.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Okay, Nana, I cannot hear you again. Can you hear me? There we go. Can you hear me?
Please leave your message for.
Well, I think it has to do with afternoon because it happens around 11 or so. I'm shut down again or something is just not.
Yeah, it's not staying up very well, is it?
Mm.
I'm going to go reset the modem again. Hopefully help a little bit.
Okay, I'm good.